Hey guys, this is Tyler here. You are saying this correctly. This is not a podcast video. This is more of a short, helpful video. This can go out to coaches or any athlete out there who is, struggling with goals and goal orientation. As you just see from the title of this video, that's what the video is about. Um, Goals are a very important thing. They're paramount into achieving and taking steps to achieve great things. No one ever just accidentally falls into a state championship or an NCAA championship or Olympic gold medal. No one ever actually just falls into that by accident. There's goals that take place. So we get a lot of kids who, especially at the middle school level, me and Coach Purdy, that they kind of seem almost like they're like floundering along. Don't have any goals. They don't have anything that they're oriented to. And this is hopefully a lot of them see this, and this is what mainly it is for. But anyone watching this can benefit from it. The importance of orienting ourselves towards a goal is when you're not oriented towards a goal, you're aimless. You have nothing to actually work towards. So when you're aimless, you actually run the risk of falling victim to someone else's goals. And no one wants to do that. No one wants to be a victim of someone else's goals or be a stepping stone. We want to be the dominant one. It's something that's been in our physiological makeup for ever since the beginning of time. I could even, crustaceans, lobsters, 350 million years, they have this dominance hierarchy, and it is an important thing. So, no one wants to be on the bottom ring. That being said, the reason we need to make goals, it's because we have to be oriented. As human beings, we have to be oriented towards something. And the old adage goes, grab the bull by the horns. The only problem with that is no one ever tells you where to go from there. No one does. So we see a lot of our guys, even when they do make goals, they have no idea where to start from there. So this is going to be a quick video, a quick little help video, and I'm going to give about 3 or 4 things. It might be 3, it might be 4. 3 or 4 things that are going to help you start to achieve your goals. The first one, I'm a huge fan of Jordan Peterson, and this is one thing he highly recommends. And parents, you're going to love this one. The first rule, first step, it's very simple. Clean your room. The reason I say clean your room is due to because your room is an externalization of who you are. The amount of time that you spend in your room, you become your room. So that's your haven, that's your safe place. That's where everything winds down. You spend more time in your room than anywhere else in your entire life. Just think about that. So organize your room, organize that local landscape, make it clean, make it organized. That's a wonderful first step. The great thing about cleaning your room, when you clean your room, it triggers. And if you don't believe me, do it now. Go home and do it now if you need to. It triggers a thought process of what's next. What can I do? What can I do to be more productive? Let me go wash my car. Let me go do the dishes. Let me take the trash out. Cleaning your room is a small step, but it's also a very huge change. It changes you mentally. It sounds so small, but really, just give that a shot. So orient yourself towards something and take that first step by cleaning your room. Second step, this is also going to be a very simple one. Stop saying things that you know to be lies, and stop saying things that you know make you feel weak. So what I mean by that, stop saying things you know to be lies. Don't lie to anybody. Obviously, you don't want to lie. Now, that's not the same thing as telling the truth, but don't say things that you know to be lies. Don't if you don't do your homework as a child, don't sit there and make up some excuse. Just own up to it. Be like, look, I didn't do it. I just flat out didn't do it. That shows integrity. It shows that you're willing to face, the consequences for not doing what's right. Secondly, stop saying things that you know to make you weak. Don't give yourself an out. If you have a goal, don't sit there and go out on the mat. Say if you get taken down, second period, and you kind of fall on your shoulder funny. Don't my shoulder hurts. You're giving yourself an out. You're giving yourself a reason to not meet your goal. You're giving yourself a reason to lose and be okay with it. Don't be okay with that. So that's the second step. Step 3. A lot of people do this. Not even just kids. A lot of y'all do this. and it has something to do with this dominance hierarchy. You're kind of walking around defeated already. It's a small physical change that you can do, something that you can do just right now if you need to. It's posture. Fix your posture. Stand up with your shoulders back and your chest out. Ironically enough, that's a very strong. This is a strong position here. Weirdly enough, it's actually the most vulnerable. When you stand like this, everything's exposed. Your heart's exposed. Your lungs are exposed. Everything's exposed. But the reason it's so important to stand like that is you're showing, it's a subconscious thing. You're showing that you're willing to take on anything that comes, any threat that comes your way. You're accepting it with open arms. You're willing to face it head on and not being afraid. It's just a small tweak. The other thing about that is facing things that, showing that you're willing to take anything on. It's a huge thing that you're going to hear in life is life's not fair. And that's 100% true. Life is sometimes not fair. And we do have to deal with things that to us are heavy burdens that we don't feel that we deserve. But when you stand with your chest out, you're accepting that. You're accepting, hey, I'm going to have to carry some burdens in my life. I'm going to have to deal with things that, I might not want to have happened, but they're happening to me anyway. And you're going to walk with that. You're going to take it up the hill. You're taking it up that metaphorical mountain to your goal. And it only makes you better. So, that's a quick little video there. Just remember, I want you guys to try these 3 things. First one, clean your room. Second, stop saying things that you know to be lies and things that you know to make you feel weak. Last but not least, the third, stand with your shoulders back and your chest out. Just try these 3 things. Do it for 21 days. Schedule your time out. That's another thing. We can make that step 4. Schedule your time. But in a journal, just keep track of this. Keep track of these 3 or 4 things and just see the changes that happen in your everyday life. See the changes that happen within you, with your inside your mind, your mentality. See what happens when you do these things. Especially for you middle school kids. I know it's very difficult to kind of put yourself out there because you're so worried about everyone liking you. Don't worry about that. Just go out there. Just, hey, this is me. This is who I am. Take it or leave it. Be assertive like that. I promise. Things will fall in line. Just give out these 3 things. Give these 3 things a shot. Write down what happens. All right, guys. This is the end of the video. Hope you liked it. Share this link around. This might help somebody. This might help somebody, and you not even realize it. It might not apply to you, but it might apply to one of your children or one of your athletes on your sports team, whether it be baseball, basketball, wrestling, soccer, tennis. It doesn't matter. Just share this video around and tell me what you think. Like the video, #Russell6.